A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development in the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, European leaders, alongside U.S. negotiators and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy, have reported substantial progress in peace talks held in Berlin. This collaborative effort aims to secure a just and lasting peace while preserving Ukraine's sovereignty and ensuring European security. The German government has issued a statement on behalf of the European leaders participating in these discussions, highlighting their commitment to work with President Trump and President Zelenskyy to achieve a lasting resolution. The statement emphasizes the importance of robust security guarantees and economic recovery support measures for Ukraine. One of the key proposals discussed includes sustained support for Ukraine to build its armed forces to a peacetime level of 800,000 soldiers. This initiative is designed to enable Ukraine to deter conflict and defend its territory effectively. Furthermore, the leaders have agreed to establish a European-led multinational force in Ukraine, which would assist in regenerating Ukraine's military capabilities, secure its airspace, and ensure safer maritime routes, all while operating away from potential frontline areas. An additional aspect of the negotiations involves the establishment of a U.S.-led ceasefire monitoring and verification mechanism with international participation. This mechanism aims to provide early warnings of any future attacks and effectively attribute any breaches to help de-escalate tensions. Crucially, the leaders have called for a legally binding commitment to take measures aimed at restoring peace and security in the event of future armed aggression, which President Zelenskyy has likened to Article 5-like guarantees. The discussions also touched on the future prosperity of Ukraine, with leaders expressing their support for Ukraine's accession to the European Union. A critical point made in the statement is that international borders must not be altered by force, and any decisions regarding territorial changes must be made by the Ukrainian people only after robust security guarantees are established. The leaders acknowledged that some issues would require resolution in the final stages of negotiations, reiterating that nothing is agreed until everything is agreed. This phrase echoes sentiments from previous negotiations, such as those seen during Brexit talks, emphasizing the complexity of achieving a comprehensive agreement. In a show of unity, the European leaders called on Russia to demonstrate a willingness to work towards a lasting peace, agreeing to continue increasing pressure on the Kremlin to return to the negotiating table. As the talks concluded, the atmosphere remained cautiously optimistic, with significant progress noted yet the recognition that further discussions are necessary. U.S. President Donald Trump, speaking from the White House, echoed these sentiments, stating that the discussions had been productive. He expressed hope that the U.S. and European leaders could work together to ensure that the conflict does not reignite. However, he also noted the complexities involved, mentioning that both Ukraine and Russia have fluctuating desires for peace, complicating the negotiation process. In terms of public support for a European-led multinational force in Ukraine, recent research indicates varying levels of approval across different nations. While a majority in Britain supports sending peacekeepers, the sentiment is more divided in France, Germany, and Poland, where opposition outnumbers support. Interestingly, support for such a mission has increased in Poland over time, despite the government's reluctance to involve itself directly due to its proximity to Russia. As discussions continue, there is a palpable sense of urgency among leaders to reach a resolution that will ensure the stability and security of Ukraine and Europe at large. The commitment to work together, alongside the acknowledgement of the challenges ahead, lays the groundwork for what could be a transformative moment in European diplomacy and security policy. With a focus on building a peaceful future for Ukraine, the collaborative spirit demonstrated in Berlin could serve as a model for resolving conflicts globally. The world watches closely as the next steps unfold in this critical geopolitical landscape. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.